there, I'm Bob Legasa, and welcome to another episode of the Freeride Chronicles. Oh, do we have an action-packed show for you today as we hit British Columbia's infamous Powder Highway. We're in Revelstoke, British Columbia, home of Revelstoke Mountain Resort. This new resort is known for leg-crushing vert, mega dumps, and some of the best inbound powder skiing anywhere. Let's check out Revelstoke Mountain Resort. Nestled in between the Selkirks, Monashee, and Purcell Mountains lies Revelstoke Mountain Resort.
Revelstoke Mountain Resort is famous for two things, and that's snow quality and snow quantity. With an average of 30 to 40 feet every year. It's very consistent. On the ski hill side, we have 5,620 vertical feet, the most in North America, but just about 3,200 acres of skiable inbounds terrain. Great side country terrain. 4 bowls in the back, really long leg burning groomers. So it really has everything you could offer for the avid skier.
That's no exaggeration of long groomer runs. With over 5,600 feet of vertical, you're in for some leg-crushing runs.
These are some of the best groomers I've ever skied, plus real consistent fall line, real consistent width, super great grooming techniques here, and on top of that all, they go on forever. Just burn you up. It's just a wonderful spot to ski.
Now throw in several high-speed lifts, a magic carpet, and a gondola system. It's pretty easy to access the 65 named runs at RMR. And if you're feeling ambitious, there's some fun side country.
So right above the Stoke chair is just a really quick hike to the top, and you can ski inbounds powder. That's great.
So we come up here, we do the short hike up to the nipple up top, and you get some of the most spectacular views you've ever seen from up there, and just a vast array of choices to ski, either the front side, the back bowl, and it all turns out good back there. It seems like the snow always holds there, and you always find a good sweet spot to ski.
If you're looking for a little more adventure, Revelstoke Mountain Resort is the only resort worldwide to offer lift, cat, heli, and backcountry skiing from one village base.
So you literally could wake up in the morning and decide you want to do either one of those 3 things and hit it right from the base. To my right here is a helipad. Right behind me is where you access the lift and cat skiing. So it makes it for real convenience.
Trust me, if you want that over-the-top powder experience, make sure you book a day out with Selkirk Tangier's heli skiing. Whether it's a 1-day or 7-day trip, Selkirk Tangiers will leave you wanting more.
Revelstoke Mountain Resort is really unique in the aspect that they run one of the best heli operations in the world right out of this resort. You can get on a bird, go fly all day, and then be back with your family in the afternoon for a wonderful dinner.
They have over 500,000 acres of skiable terrain. The variety and depth of their terrain really means for very, very few down days, and the ability to ski pretty much in all conditions. So it's a really amazing experience.
Let's not forget the little ones.
We have great kids programs, so you can do from ages 2 to 16, you can enroll in our programs. So we have all-day childcare for those who want to go on a more adventurous ski day, whether that's in resort, heli skiing, cat skiing, side country skiing. And then we have great progression ski lesson programs. So whether ski school, we're really adept at training people to learn how to go from groomers into powder skiing. Whether that's for the family or for the individual who wants to gain the confidence to be able to get in a cat or a heli, Revelstoke is the perfect choice for that.
So you wake up at the Sutton, you just open your slider, walk out on your deck with your cup of coffee, and just have this incredible view of Mount Begbie. You just can't ask for a way to start a morning any better.
It's touches like that which make Revelstoke Mountain Resort the ideal family resort. After all, you have all the amenities like ski in and ski out luxury condo style lodging at the Sutton. With 222 rooms and a beautifully appointed lobby, you'll never want to leave. The base has several dining choices. La Baguette is a coffee shop which makes for the perfect start of your ski day, specializing in exquisite style coffees from around the world with a wide variety of food fare. There's also the Rockford, with its walk-inspired menu, which serves lunch and dinner, and always seems to have a fun après crowd. It's all about the overall experience at Revelstoke Mountain Resort. With plenty of choices, RMR has something for everyone.
Every time I come here, it seems like you get a better and different experience. You know, either with the amount of snow, snow quality, weather, it's always a good experience here.
The Freeride Chronicles, brought to you by Rosignol.
Run away with me.
What'll you be able to do in a Jeep Renegade?
Lost souls in revelry.
Pretty much anything you want.
And I say, hey, hey, live it like we're renegade.
The most capable small SUV ever. With available select terrain traction control that can be adjusted to take on mud, sand, or snow. The all-new Jeep Renegade.
Renegade.
Take off and take on anything.
Schweitzer Mountain Resort is the family-friendly destination located near scenic Sandpoint, Idaho. At the largest resort in Washington and Idaho, you'll find 2,900 acres of terrain, tree skiing, and high-angle grooming, plus ski-in, ski-out lodging, fun programs for the kids, and an intimate mountain village. For more information, visit schweitzer.com.
The Freeride Chronicles, brought to you by Jeep.
For many people, dreams are just dreams, but not for this ski guide who's turned his dream into a reality. Let's meet British Columbia's newest cat skiing operation, Gosselin Kiefer Lake Lodge Cat Skiing.
I've been guiding for 15 years or so at a couple of different operations in the Kootenays and the Selkirks, and so I sort of got a passion for cat skiing as a kid growing up. My dad took me as a guest cat skiing and got into guiding, and from there I just decided that this is what I wanted to pursue as a dream, and been thinking about it for a long time, and finally had the opportunity to come around. And the lodge itself has been a design that's been in my head for 10 years, and that's
Jeff's Dream Lodge came into reality when it went from blueprints to breaking ground in the summer of 2015. After a year and a half of concrete, timbers, and sawdust, the Gosselin Kiefer Lake Lodge has almost come to fruition. This custom-built 10,000 square foot timber frame structure is a handcrafted masterpiece, and it will host some of the finest amenities.
The main floor is about 3,000 square feet. It's got a bar and a lounge. There's a retail shop on that main floor, a dining area for about 20 people. There's a glass elevator that runs through the lodge. Downstairs there's a massage room, a wine cellar, a games room with a ping pong and pool table, hot tub, and wood-fired sauna. Next level up is the guest floor with the 9 rooms on it, and up above that is a private suite. The crew that I put together is really dedicated to what they're doing. We've got a wonderful chef that cooks outstanding meals, and we really are trying to cater to every whim that you might want to have.
If the lodge isn't enough to amaze you, the natural surroundings certainly will. Whether it's summer or winter, Gosselin Kiefer Lake Lodge is here to make your outdoor retreat one to remember. The cat skiing tenure is unmatched, with over 124,000 hectares that they share with Kingfisher heli skiing.
We are cat skiing about 36,000 hectares in the interior part of it, or sort of in the center of the tenure. And that centers right around Kiefer Lake. Kingfisher uses the outer portion of it. It's mostly open trees, some pretty nice glade skiing, mostly subalpine skiing, and we're peak of our mountains is about 2,200 meters, and we ski right down to 1,400 meters.
The terrain is varying, accommodating all skill levels.
It's a mixed bag of everything, actually. We've got some really nice easy beginner skiing. There's some really good intermediate skiing in the main bowl off of Mount Eward, and the backside of the dome has got some really nice advanced steep lines, about 2,500 to 3,000 vertical foot runs that are north facing and really good steep chutes.
Tree skiing here is awesome. It's just such a enchanted feeling when you're in the woods. There's moss everywhere, and the snow and the frost on the trees, and big snow ghosts, and awesome spacing. They've graded everything really well, so you can ski it fast still, but you still feel like you're in the trees and it's protected from everything else. It's really, the tree skiing here is awesome.
So we're running Piston Bully 300 cat. The cab on the back holds 14 guests plus a tail gunner guide, so we can get 15 people in the back of the cat, and that's the sort of group size that we're running.
Gosselin Kiefer Lake Lodge is run by someone who is passionate about cat skiing.
Again, I've been in the industry for quite a while, so I understand what guests are looking for and what they want, and I think that I've been able to provide that with what we've got here. So there's lots of new areas to ski and explore, and it's just pretty cool to come to an area, get there at the beginning of it and experience it for years to come. It's been a real dream come true to be able to take what's designed in my head and actually apply it to the property that we've purchased, and seeing it all come together is really pretty cool.
The Freeride Chronicles, brought to you by Obermeyer.
Run away with me.
What'll you be able to do in a Jeep Renegade?
Lost souls in revelry.
Pretty much anything you want.
And I say, hey, hey, live it like we're renegades.
The most capable small SUV ever. With available select terrain traction control that can be adjusted to take on mud, sand, or snow. The all-new Jeep Renegade. Take off and take on anything.
Living in the mountains is our inspiration. Obermeyer, authentic mountain-inspired ski wear that embraces the spirit of skiing. Created and designed in the heart of Aspen, Colorado, for skiing enthusiasts of every age. Winter outerwear for home, resort, and après. Obermeyer available at fine retail ski shops across North America.
The Freeride Chronicles, brought to you by Shotski.
Just north of Nelson, British Columbia, lies a cat skiing operation whose history runs deep, dating back over 40 years. In fact, it was the first cat skiing operation in North America. Let's visit Selkirk Snowcat Skiing and meet their new owners. New owners Paul and Megan Osak were drawn to the Selkirks by their love of skiing.
Skiing has been a passion. It's, we moved to this area 15 years ago, and our kids were brought up on skis, and we fell in love with the incredible powder snow that happens in this part of the world. We have been in business before for ourselves, but we knew that our next business venture was going to be something that involved skiing. I've always had interest in the hospitality business, so when you can roll a passion like skiing together with the desire to really show people a good time, then I think it's been a good fit for both of us.
This family-run operation accentuates the family atmosphere, and it probably doesn't hurt that it sits right in the middle of a snow zone in the Selkirks that just gets pummeled with snowfall every year.
My experience here has been unbelievable. We came here on the back end of an unbelievable storm front, got good, I'd say a foot to 2 feet of snow, and the temperature is super cold. We come up in the cat, and the terrain was like some of my favorite stuff. Big cliffs, tree skiing at its finest, really good steep skiing everywhere you looked, and gosh, I just want to stay longer.
For 5 pal-filled days, Selkirk's 12,000 acres of heaven are yours for the taking.
Oh man, I had probably one of the best runs I've ever had in my life. Just consistent pitch, whole way down, untouched, waist deep powder, and it was heaven.
The terrain here is outstanding. Being first cat ski operation, period, allowed us the opportunity to choose anywhere out in British Columbia. And we think we got the pick of the litter as far as tenure and terrain. The terrain here is outstanding. There is something here for absolutely everybody.
I think that's one of the biggest parts I realize is here is you look out and you see peaks and peaks. It's just endless terrain, and you're skiing all these different types of aspects.
With plenty of steeps, gladed trees, and wide open bowls, you better be ready to have some fun and come home tired.
I'm glad I'm in shape because they go on forever and you just get to rip it. You can let them go down things steeper than you think you could and just let them run. They're just the best kind of snow that you could ever ask for.
There's a lot of really good lines here, but a lot of really good steep, long ones. That opportunity to be able to come through the trees and find a chute that goes for about, 1,500 feet of just no tracks, deep pow, and you're just doing effortless turns all the way to the bottom. I mean, that's what we dream of. And to come here, it seemed like every time we came around a corner, you'd find another slot and another big chute. And this has a lot of variety, and that's what makes this place really good.
What better way to wrap up a big powder day than après, Selkirk style?
So we get back from first day cat skiing, and they're out there on the deck grilling up some cheese for the raclette. It was my first time trying raclette, and it was awesome. All different types of little pickled veggies and fruit and potatoes, and just dump it and drizzle it with melted cheese. It was awesome.
So I'm going to give you these because these are awfully special.
Oh yeah, that's like that burnt cheese on a lasagna tin. Yes. Yeah.
And then they have a great little bar, pool table, ping pong table, fireplaces going, and it was a nice cozy atmosphere.
Swapping stories and enjoying a cold one with old friends and some new ones are part of the Selkirk experience. Peter Kroon has been coming to Selkirk for over 28 years.
So he found this place 28 years ago, and that was my experience was so great that I've been coming back, for the past 28 years. And what I really like about this place is not only the skiing is terrific, but it's just the family feeling that you have. So many people are coming back the same week, and so you start to get to know them, and at some point you start to treat them as part of your family.
And just like going home for the holidays, mealtime at Selkirk is all about good food, good conversation, and lots of laughs.
The cuisine, it's fresh, it's organic, it's healthy. By the end of the winter, I can tell you it tastes awfully good because of the 20 pounds that I put on every winter.
It's pretty easy to understand why Selkirk guests keep coming back year after year.
I think that you can really feel a sense of history here. Looking out, you feel like you're a part of something that's been around here for a while.
The Freeride Chronicles, brought to you by Schweitzer Mountain Resort. The Freeride Chronicles, brought to you by Swanee Gloves.
Hey, thanks for joining us for this episode of the Freeride Chronicles. If you want to keep up with our adventures, follow us on Facebook, and make sure you check out all these operations online to book your next dream trip. Until next time, I'm Bob Legasa, and I'll see you on the hill.